You may think you can escape all the problems of the real world on a cruise to the tropics, but crime doesn't take a vacation. These are the 7 most dangerous Caribbean cruise ports. Number 7. The Dominican Republic. The country welcomes tourists with beautiful resorts, there is no arguing that. But the U.S. State Department cautions that violent crimes like robberies and assaults are a concern away from the tourist corridors. The country is under a level 2 warning, meaning you need to be extra careful. Veteran cruisers warn you not to display wealth or to stray beyond well-secured areas. If your ship docks in La Romana or Amber Cove, stick with ship-vetted excursions. Keep valuables out of sight and make sure you get back to your ship before dark. For 2026, petty crime and occasional violence remain concerns, but policing in major tourist corridors has improved, and the government is investing in security initiatives aimed at keeping the tourism sector strong. We think the Dominican Republic's outlook for 2026 is generally stable, with some improvement possible. Number 6. The Turks and Caicos. These islands are also under a level 2 advisory because of crime. Most incidents occur on Providenciales because police resources there are limited. If your cruise stops here, be mindful, avoid walking alone at night, stay in well-patrolled areas, and verify the security credentials of any tour operator. For 2026, expect a status quo. Authorities have increased patrols and tourist security, but resources are limited. This is a generally safe destination for most visitors with a need for basic street-smart precautions. We expect the risk level to remain unchanged. Number 5. The Bahamas. The country remains at a level 2 because of violent crime in Nassau and Freeport. Armed robberies, burglaries, sexual assaults, they all happen. In 2024, 2 female cruisers reported being drugged and raped. Quote, "We thought we were being safe. We traveled in a pair, we didn't talk to strangers, we didn't take drinks from anyone other than staff." The over-the-hill area south of Shirley Street in Nassau is frequently mentioned as a high-risk zone. Some cruisers say they won't step foot on Nassau anymore, treating it as a sea day. If you do go ashore, keep it near the pier, hide any jewelry, and avoid unlicensed watercraft operators. It doesn't look like there will be a significant improvement in 2026. The rising number of cruise visitors puts pressure on local security. The State Department retains a level 2 warning, and we think things could get slightly worse in 2026. Number 4 on our list, Jamaica. Now, Jamaica used to be at a level 3, but as of late May 2025, the State Department lowered it to a level 2. Violent crime remains high, with robberies and sexual assaults being common. The advisory warns against driving at night and using public buses. Cruisers report feeling uneasy away from pier zones. The safe approach? Stay with licensed tours or stick close to port areas. Unfortunately, we don't expect things to improve significantly in 2026. Violent crime rates, among the highest in the Western Hemisphere, show little sign of decline. The government is investing in police reform and tourism security training, but gang violence and robberies still occur outside the tourist zones. Number 3, Roatan, Honduras. The entire country of Honduras is back at a level 3, meaning you should reconsider travel there. While Roatan is generally safer than mainland regions, thefts and robberies still occur. Visitors have reported bag snatches from folks venturing away from the tourist strip. If your ship lands here, use vetted operators, stay in busy areas, and do not walk alone after dark. And we think things could worsen in 2026, at least slightly. Policing and infrastructure are struggling to keep up with tourism growth. Petty theft and isolated robberies have increased as visitor numbers climb. The two most dangerous cruise ports are on the way. If you're getting some value from this video, we'd love it if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. The second most dangerous port is Port of Spain in Trinidad and Tobago, which is at a level 3 threat from the State Department. You should also reconsider travel here because of serious risks, including violent crime and kidnapping. Port of Spain sees regular gang activity and shootings. In fact, U.S. government employees are restricted from certain areas, and the state of emergency in the country adds an extra layer of uncertainty. In 2023, a couple in their 70s were stabbed and robbed near the cruise terminal after disembarking an MSC ship. If your itinerary includes this port, choose ship-sponsored tours, avoid downtown Port of Spain after dark, and stay in areas where security is known. Trinidad and Tobago enters 2026 under strain. After a 2024 state of emergency and record homicides in 2025, the country's level 3 advisory shows no sign of being lowered. Gang activity around Port of Spain remains heavy, and kidnapping reports have grown. And the number one most dangerous port in the Caribbean is Labadee, Haiti. Labadee may be a private port, but it sits in Haiti, which is under the highest risk advisory. Level 4, do not travel. The cause? Gang violence, kidnappings, civil unrest, and limited ability of the government to protect visitors. One passenger on a Royal Caribbean forum said, "If they stop there, I'll pass and stay on the ship." For its part, Royal Caribbean suspended calls to Labadee for 2024 and 2025. This isn't just a warned port, it's one that many cruise lines have pulled from their routes altogether. If your itinerary still includes it, be extremely cautious. And the outlook for 2026 is no better. Royal Caribbean has already extended its suspension of Labadee visits through at least April 2026. And few experts believe the situation will improve anytime soon. Even with all these warnings, some cruisers think their safest bet is to stay on board. But remember, crime can happen at sea too. While the volume is far lower than on shore, assaults and other incidents do happen on cruise ships. So stay aware, even if you stay on the ship. And be sure to check out our Caribbean Cruise Port Guide, linked right here. I'm Patrick, your Port Authority.